Have you ever seen a big bird kick through the steel? Have you ever seen a small bird with poison in its body? Today, I will show you the 17 most dangerous birds in the world. The 17th black-headed moth. Don't look at this guy, he can kill a cow. He is the most poisonous bird on earth, and there is poison in his body. This poison is one of the most dangerous poisons so far. The moth itself does not produce this poison. The poison may come from the fake worms they use. But if it gets hurt by it, it will cause a paralyzed heart. And it will cause death even more seriously. The 16th double-hammered moth. He has the case of killing people every year. His toes are like a sharp dagger, a claw goes down. And the car door has to poke a hole. They are very active and can even pierce the steel plate. Think about it. The skin of human beings in front of them is simply unbearable. If humans don't avoid it in time, such a life threat will occur. The tourist on the map was kicked off the cliff by the moth. And in the end, the 15th moth was killed. His nickname is also called Australian ostrich. They are fierce and fierce. The second largest bird in the world is the African ostrich. Their weight is concentrated on the thigh. They kick their feet, and the power of the whole body is concentrated together, which can break the metal barrier. Their running speed is quite fast. And the moth attacks the human being many times. This attack is fatal and often leads to the death of humans. The 14th double-hammered moth. He is known as the god of warmth in birds, although he is not a poisonous creature like a black widow spider. He is not a wild reptile like a crocodile or a giant moth. But he is the kind of human being who will chase after people. It's basically useless to wear a hat on your head. At least you have to take an umbrella out. And your helmet can protect you. But you can only do this if you don't wear anything. The traffic accidents caused by the double-hammered moth every year are countless. Just now this big sister was targeted by him. Look at the big sister's expression, it's pretty scary. There was a man who stabbed his eyes because of him. There are also cases where he was stabbed through the neck. The 13th red moth, their body shape is very small. But they are very smart moths. He mainly uses the eyes of snakes, birds, squirrels, and rats as food. The red moth is very cautious. When he lives in the nest, he will see humans as threats. Not to mention wild animals. Just get close to his nest and kill them all. The 12th snowman. Snowman is a kind of moth. Although sometimes it looks pretty cute. But he is indeed an unyielding killer. And they are fierce and fierce. Facing a huge wolf, he will also attack. Most of the time they will eat small moths. The 11th golden moth. The moth is a kind of large moth. They are usually fierce at first sight. The big claws of the moth, the double wings of the bear tail. They can also survive. The rabbit wants to capture them in their eyes. Because their speed is incomparable. Turn prey into food. Facing a fierce wolf, golden moths are fearless. They will even counterattack. Their moth is quite hidden. Any animal that wants to get close to the moth will eventually die under its claws and hooks. The 10th European moth. They are known for stealing food and attacking humans. Some people don't know its danger. And stealing food from moths is a small thing. And this tourist was stabbed in the eye by him. Let's see how terrible his injury is. So I don't catch crabs very easily. It's pretty easy to eat a rabbit in 3 bites. Look at them now. Do you still dare to feed them by the sea? The golden moth just looks at this head. It belongs to a large moth. Killing a monkey is a piece of cake. But they will hunt larger prey. The huge deer is also their target. The claws of the moth. It's easy to catch over 60 kilograms of moths. Sometimes the fox will die under its claws. What's more terrible is that they catch human children. It can be seen that they're killing power to humans. Fortunately, this child fell down. And this moth was attacked by a moth. The 8th golden moth. The golden moth looks pretty cute. They have beautiful blue feathers all over their body. But don't be fooled by its appearance. They are not birds that are not hurt at all. They are very fierce when hunting. They will often eat other birds of prey and make them die. The 7th moth. Mainly because of their body shape, some moths can only target small animals. Their wings can fly quietly. When the prey hears its voice, it is often late. When they appear in humans, they will become quite aggressive. Their best move is to charge. This moth was unfortunately chased by it, and eventually died under its claws. The 6th moth. If you want to know who is the fastest bird on this planet, then the answer is the moth. Its charge speed can be up to 100 meters per second. Take a closer look at how this duck died. So it's pretty easy to catch prey with moths. The prey that escaped from the moths. It's usually very few. When it attacks, it will focus on the prey on the ground. Let's take a look at how strong this moth is. It's usually hard to catch prey. The 5th moth. It's one of the biggest moths on the planet. But their personality is not like the moths in this picture. They will be hard to capture humans. They will also chase other moths. They are very aggressive. They even attack humans once. Their wings can reach to 0.8 meters. But the wings are usually used to attack. The dog that fell into the water was bullied by it. And this moth was attacked by it. Eventually, its life is a bit miserable. This man died because of it. The moth attacked its fin and stopped it from going to the shore and caused it to die from drowning. The fourth moth. Moths are definitely fatal because they are often born with insects and stone. Sometimes they also choose prey with big heads. The moth has a strong memory. It is a character with revenge. Even if you throw sticks or stones at it, it will remember you. If its peers are killed, their clansmen will do their best to find the murderer. Once they figure out who the murderer is, they will attack the murderer. The third moth. It is a fierce moth in the water. Its courage even dares to fight with the eagle. See if this picture is brave. They have a violent conflict. When there is an internal fight, they will fight to the death. The second moth. It is one of the most aggressive moths. This big sister was cut off by it. Let's take a look at its claws. This big sister must have been hurt. The bite force of the giant horned eagle is almost the same as that of a dog. This means it is enough to hurt humans. The first moth. As we all know, moths are the biggest birds in the world. Its head itself makes people smell. Moths don't fly, but it runs pretty fast. When it spreads its wings, even fierce animals, such as hunting dogs, have to retreat. Their toes have a strong killing force and crush the opponent's chest. Stab through their body. Will kill their target in a few seconds. This young man was attacked by it. The above are the 17 most deadly birds in the world. The ranking is indistinguishable. As for which one you can beat, please tell me in the comments section. The white-headed moth caught a fish on the surface of the water. It's really cool. This moth found there is a dead chicken in the house. Good guy. This is simply a delicacy sent to the mouth. The moth was peeking around. No one found it. Then he grabbed the chicken with his big toe. Then it flew away instantly. Of course, the moth is also the strength of the sea moth. After he found the fish, it's just a claw. Because the eagle's claws are very powerful. Not only is it strong and very sharp, this is the key to their attack on the enemy. The fish is still struggling. The sea moth is not worried that it will run away, because that is impossible. Can't even catch a fish. But it really doesn't deserve to be mixed by the sea. As the sea moth gets stronger and stronger, this fish has no strength to struggle. Waiting for it is also the fate of being eaten. Let's take a look at this handsome sea moth. It looks silly. It's so cute. But it's even more powerful when it catches fish. Just see the sea moth fly to the sea. After locking the target, it just rushes down. I have to say that this eye is really smart. Then it was caught instantly. A fish is easy to catch. This fishing posture is really cool. It's really not a sea moth. It's really a great trick. The group of moths failed to hunt the wild cattle. This mother moth did not follow the footsteps of her companions, so it was isolated by the group of wild cattle. The mother moth is invincible at the moment of life and death. As soon as it moved, it quickly climbed on a tree pole that had fallen. In the face of the mother moth with no way to go, the group of wild cattle responded without fear. There is a wild cow. Before walking, I tried to use the cow's feet to support the mother moth, but the position of the mother moth is a bit high. The heavy wild cattle can't do any harm to the mother moth. The mother moth also understands that, as long as you stay on it, you are safe. So its attitude towards the wild cattle, it's getting harder and harder, continuously towards the wild cattle, grasping its mouth and angry, as the top hunter on the prairie. This is the last dignity of the mother moth. The lion and the wild cattle are eternal enemies. Water and fire are not allowed. If the lion does not kill, it will starve to death. And if the water cow does not resist, it will be eaten. In this world, either be a killer or be killed. A huge group of wild cattle, living on the same wall. Their strength is absolutely not to be underestimated. The mother moth seems to be in a panic. In fact, I have always been worried about it. It carefully stayed on the tree pole. Stole a sip of cool air. For legs are like fixed. Can't move. Fortunately, the wild cattle group did not keep pushing the mother moth. After a while, the wild cattle group decided to leave. They have lost patience. I don't plan to stick to the mother moth like this. This coincidental conflict just passed. When the wild cattle group left, other members of the group appeared one after another. It turns out that they didn't go far. Always nearby. Maybe they are afraid of the wild cattle group's strength. The mother moth who dare not come to rescue the disaster for these young lions. This is what you will experience on the road of growth. Even if you are a top hunter, it doesn't mean that every time you go hunting will definitely succeed. The wild cattle group used actual actions to educate the lions. At the same time, I also told the lions, sometimes it's not so easy to eat grass. If you are beaten down, you will never lose courage. You need to continue to work with the greatest confidence. Otherwise you will fail again. Then failure will become a habit. I believe these young lions, one day in the future, will definitely become excellent hunters. The moth was bitten by a hunting dog. There is no hope of escaping at all. This is a moth, hit in the water by a wild dog. I have to say, this guy really knows how to choose a place, because the wild dogs are not good at hunting in the water. And the moth also comes to the wild dog from time to time. Look at him in the water to deal with the wild dogs freely. As expected, there is still an advantage. The wild dogs want to take down such a big moth. It looks very difficult. As long as the moth does not go ashore, the wild dogs have no way to deal with it. In the end, I can only retreat unwillingly. The moth saw the wild dog leaving. I'm so happy. I finally got a little life back. But not all moths are so lucky. This moth is very unlucky. I was bitten by a hunting dog in the autumn. As expected, the second brother's hunting method is always the same. Facing my autumn, that is the only way, and this hunting method is very successful. If there is no special situation, ordinary prey is hard to escape. Even this strong moth. It can't escape the fall season of the hunting dog. It was bitten by the hunting dog to death. I can't move anymore. It seems that the moth is destined to be here today. It said that he can't hold it at the next moment. It fell in an instant. Good guy, the hunting dog did not spend much effort. Just hit the moth. It's really easy. Some things are really embarrassing. For example, what you see now. A few lions are resting on the bridge. And there are a few moths under the bridge. They don't dare to go to the bridge. The moths quietly stay in the original place, constantly adjusting their own breathing. They know that it is not a time to be carefree. So in the coming time, must keep calm. Can't be anxious. Wait until the lions rest. After that, go up the bridge. The sounds of the moths under the bridge are already suffocating. I'm afraid that I accidentally make a little sound. I was heard by the lions above. Otherwise, it will really become the end of the dream. Fortunately, the lions on the bridge should not know. There are a few moths hiding under their feet. In fact, how did they want to get the moths? Will appear in such a place? A simple bridge. With two completely different moods. One is the lion's leisurely and free mood. Nothing to do. Do what I want. Another one is Fi-Fi's nervous mood. Like an ant on a hot pot. Although they did not show any anxiety. But I think they desperately hope that the lions on their heads can leave here quickly. This unlucky place. I don't want to stay any longer. Generally think that the flowers are not Fi-Fi's situation. In fact, otherwise, Fi-Fi is very small in the number of lions on the flowers, but the number of lions attacking Fi-Fi is more than the number of flowers, but the number of killings is less. Fi-Fi's body shape is not big, but his forelimbs are flexible. In addition to the development of the whole body, it makes it harder for him to deal with other carnivorous animals. In the natural world, no matter how strong Fi-Fi is, when you see the top hunter lion, you must still avoid it. The lion hates Fi-Fi very much, because Fi-Fi will reduce the natural enemy for his offspring, and often take away the little lion. As long as there is a chance, the lion will definitely not let go of Fi-Fi. Anyway, the two sides belong to a relationship that hurts each other. Time is like a cornered snail. Chen Zishi is there. The starry sky is still there. It seems to be there all the time. This is really like a war film. The scene of avoiding the enemy. The air is filled with the feeling of depression. That feeling is very satisfying. It's a pity that the blogger didn't finish this rare story. In the end, wish Fi-Fi good luck. Can live for a year? If you want to raise them, it's best to prepare a cave. 14 lazy monkeys, also called winged monkeys, smaller in shape and slow in action, is a low-level monkey. Only when attacked. To speed up, the owner is pleasing the lazy monkey. The lazy monkey is extremely enjoying. This one is sleepy. The lazy monkey was captured in the wild. Teeth were pulled off. The lazy monkey is difficult to reproduce, so I rarely appear in the zoo. Is the first level of animal protection. 13. Mao Wendaxing is a medium-sized prey animal. That looks like a prey animal. He is facing destruction, so they are protected. Avoid being attacked by animals. Mao Wendaxing is a wild animal. It's normal that you can't think of it as a pet. Although they have a cute appearance. But the adult lazy monkeys are aggressive and fatal. They have a lot of power. Even digging holes on the wall, their long and sharp claws may hurt people. 12. Pig like a rat. Suitable for a bad environment. Can live in the arms and the desert. Pig like a rat is a charming prey animal from Africa. They look strange. Kind of like aliens. They run and jump on 2 long legs. They are very small. Is the smallest prey animal. Suitable for the hands. They are hard to take care of and reproduce. Raising such a small pet. Be sure to keep an eye on. It's easy to find them. 11. Chuyu. Chuyu will make people think of smelly air. Make people unconscious. The pet owner said, Chuyu is cleaner than a pet cat and pet dog. The fur between the black and white is soft. Feel extremely comfortable. Chuyu will spray you with poisonous liquid. Not only smelly, it will also make the enemy suffocate, and can cause temporary blindness. Now if you train your partner when you are young, or surgery to cut the body, Chuyu will not release the smelly air. But this is also a controversial place. Chuyu is a curious animal. Like to make a play. 10. A pet. What are the benefits of keeping a pet? It is very friendly and dependent on people. Like to use your nose to touch your neck. Walk with you. They never bite people. They have no teeth. They protect themselves in the wild. Rely on their strong front legs. And they are calm and confident. It is a very lively animal. Like to play with people. Will use the tail to pinch your hand until you agree to play with it. White is its main food. Because they have no teeth, they use the long tongue with thorns, dissolve the mucus and eat it. They are a tropical species. Not everyone can raise it. 9. Urkohu is the smallest fox in the world. Borrowed the behavior characteristics of cats and dogs, in addition to the small size. Life is up to 15 years. Suitable for pet raising. Many of their characteristics are similar to dogs, but also have the independence of cats. If you have been trained since childhood, they are very good at interacting with animals, so they can become a perfect furry friend. 8. Sandcat. Cats are the most popular pets. Sandcats are extremely cute, cruel to other species, but gentle to humans. This becomes a big weakness for them. Sandcats are sensitive to humidity. After being raised as a pet, it's hard to take care of it, can't reproduce, and it's easy to get infected, die from a respiratory disease. Mainly extract water from food. The life expectancy of the cubs is very low. Wild species. Defeated. 7. Dragon cat. Dragon cats can be raised as pets. They are gentle and not biting. Is a night animal. Don't like to be disturbed during the day. Dragon cats are born timid. They love their owners very much. Can become the companion pet of the owner. Don't like to be held. Very active and playful. If you want to raise it, first confirm your own experience and physical strength. Can you catch up with a dragon cat? 5. Little Yangtu. Yangtu has a gentle temperament, spirit, and human nature. Coward and timid. More and more people treat it as a pet. Mijo too is usually not considered a pet. In the classic sense, they are regarded as cows. Little Yangtu is easy to tame and easy to train. Yangtu should not be alone. They like to live together. They are clean and clean. No smell of men. When it doesn't go well, will spit on other animals. Can make a tragic sound when in pain. 4. Mijo too is a kind of flying and moving animal. Nectar animals are naturally destructive and must constantly chew on things because they have growing teeth. So you have to rub it off. Mijo too is not a carnivorous animal. No need to be instinctive. Born without destruction. As a family pet, Mijo too once established a connection with the owner's family. They won't leave the owner's family. Don't have to be locked in the cage with the owner. Mijo too will not leave the owner. 3. Little panda is a species that lacks public awareness and attention. Take care of little pandas, not like taking care of cat and dog. Little panda is a wild species, designed to live in the wild. If the little panda lives in the city, will tear down furniture and curtains. Because their claws won't shrink back like a cat. Won't change quickly like a dog. 7. Extremely strict. Food mainly consists of fresh bamboo shoots and leaves. Therefore, it is difficult to be a pet. If you treat it as a pet, the little panda will be unhappy. Life will be shortened. Little pandas are prohibited from buying and selling, protected by law. Also known as the paper monkey or the embroidered monkey. The smallest. to the height that other monkeys can't reach. Is a pet that can be easily placed in the palm. Wild Jurong who is hard to live. Raise their life. Finger monkey is a group of animals. At least it can live and play together. 1. Water pheasant. Water pheasant is an extraordinary animal. Looks very gentle, but it's a bit of a hassle to raise it as a pet. Must understand its habits clearly. Water pheasant is a group of animals. At least 2. 1 alone. It will be lonely to death. It is not allowed to raise in many places. There is also the shape of the water pheasant. They are the largest pet. They need a water environment. If you leave them in the city, you will regret raising it. They will focus on anything they find. It is best to circle a piece of land, dig a pond, and then wrap it up to prevent them from escaping. The above 15 cute little animals can only be seen from afar, can't smoke. Which one do you like the most? You can tell us in the comment section.